Alright, I just want to put this out there. The world right now, it's so overstimulating. Everywhere you look, you've got screens, you've got big advertisements trying to get hooked onto your attention 24/7. You've got TikTok, Instagram, constant scrolling with no time to rest and actually, have your brain just recharge. The only times that we actually get rest are when we sleep. And these days people don't even sleep their full 8 to 10 hours. So I'm gonna put this out there just as a wake-up call, just to get your brain back and recalibrated. When was the last time you sat down in a room completely by yourself, nothing to occupy you or stimulate you? No phone, no computer, nothing like that. Just you in an empty room with basically nothing, just silence. It's just you and your thoughts, and you just sat there and contemplated and reflected. When was the last time we've ever done something like that? I've personally found that boredom is usually better than always having to do something, because we always feel like we can be doing something, and if we don't do something at the present moment, then we're wasting time. But boredom is actually pretty damn useful to be in, If you're bored, it can be a good thing. Now, if you're bored all the time and you don't know what you do, that's like a lack of goals and a lack of purpose in life. But if once in a while you're bored and you just sit there and recollect and stuff, that's perfectly fine. That's actually very healthy, because it allows, at least for me, right, it allows you to gather all your thoughts and just arrange them, and just gives your brain a little rest. And sleep too, bro. Just make sure you get enough sleep at night, alright? Just make sure you get the 8 to 10 hours in bed. That's one of the only times the brain gets to regenerate, so make sure you give your brain that. If we want to be productive and get the most out of life and make our brain the most efficient and capable that it can be, so your brain isn't at this level when it can be here. This is the potential of the brain, and usually our brains are here because we don't give it enough, attention and stuff. We don't care about it. If we just some days just calm down and just put away all the distractions and constant attention grabbing stuff and just recollect, it's gonna be really helpful. All these social media and stuff, yeah, sure, they're great to communicate and network with each other, but most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they're used wrong. Most people use on it to consume mindlessly, and it's really not good for our mental health. We all know this. Every single advertisement, every single reel, short, post, it's all there to try and grab your attention as much as you can. And because the human brain is in a way, it's kind of addicted to dopamine. This is not the real scientific thing, but in a way it is addicted to dopamine, and it likes, getting spikes of dopamine. So these, posts and stuff, they try and be as dopamine spiking as possible, so to grab your attention, because obviously, you're trying to grab attention with social media posts. And when we get these random dopamine spikes without actually putting any effort in ourselves, then it lowers a bit below our baseline. And every single time, our baseline gets lowered and lowered. And the amount of dopamine you have, if you didn't know already, is how much motivation we have to actually do the thing. They did an experiment with rats, I think. One of the rats was, normal. It was a control variable. They didn't touch him and do anything with him. And the other rat, they did some kind of fucking scientific endeavor to take out all the dopamine from it. I don't know the details, but that's basically it. And later they observed that the first rat, it was just doing normal rat stuff, just normal whatever the fuck rats do. And the other rat, it literally didn't even want to move. That's how important dopamine plays. The rat that had so low dopamine levels didn't even feel like moving, So dopamine and controlling it and making sure it's at a good level to make sure that we're productive is really important. So just every once in a while, you don't have to use your phones and stuff. Don't fall for FOMO, fear of missing out. You're not going to miss out on anything, bro. It's always going to be there. Just every once in a while, deep breaths and completely remove all phones and distractions and just recollect yourself. Preferably do it in nature. I found that it works better. And especially if you're on, I don't know, public transport or something, instead of using your phones, look outside. That's a simple thing that we can do. And it's a small habit, it's a small thing that we can do every day, that we use public transport, and it will lead to exponential results, because it's just something so small that will have great results. Atomic habits. Anyways, bro, this was just a wake-up call and a reminder to get out of all the hyper-stimulating activities and stuff, and just go focus on your goals and delay gratification. Just a quick reminder. Alright, click here to learn more about productive meditation. It kind of relates to this dopamine thing, and it's for people who want to get the benefits of meditation but never really, got consistent with it. And it works pretty much the same as it. So click here and I'll see you later.